Al, we got bamboozled.
We really did get bamboozled.
Can't believe they would do this. Oh boy. Hello, welcome to this week's episode. Jared now watch Inuyasha. This is episode 101. I'm Jared, joined as always by Doc Allen Ladium.
Hello.
We are discussing season 4, episode 17, or episode 99, entitled Koga and Sesshomaru: A Dangerous Encounter.
Spoiler alert, a dangerous encounter doesn't really happen here.
They hang out for like 30 seconds and then they go their separate ways. That's basically it.
That's the episode.
That's the episode.
It's more just talking about like what it might potentially look like if they met
Yeah, essentially.
than them actually meeting.
We hang out with Koga's boys more than these two having an encounter.
Yeah. No kidding.
Because a lot of this episode is his boys trying to find food, running into all the other characters, and then deciding we got to make sure Koga and Sesshomaru do not meet up, no matter what it takes, because Koga's very stupid and will try and fight Sesshomaru and die.
Yep.
I mean, they do their best.
They do their best. They even T-pose at one
They
point.
do T-pose. Like, you can't pass. You shall not pass.
T-pass to a certain T-pass? T-pose to a certain dominance.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, they also realize that, like, you know, Ren was attacked by wolves, so like she's gonna tell Sesshomaru about this and attack them and make them and kill Koga.
Mm-hmm.
We can't let this happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole thing.
It doesn't happen though.
I know. Last week we were like, oh man, we're gonna have like a fight, and like, look, the fight's not gonna really be anything because it's a filler episode, so like they can't really do much of anything. But like, it's gonna be neat to see these two fight.
Right.
And then nothing happened.
Literally nothing happened. It was. We got chips. We got more of a fight with Koga and Inuyasha
Yep,
than we did with Koga and Sesshomaru.
it's true. Like the whole crux of this encounter is literally like Koga finally shows up and is like, "Oh, you're Inuyasha's brother, huh? Oh, okay." Anyways, and then like a demon shows up and they both attack it and they're like, huh. And then another demon tries to attack Ren and Koga defeats it. And they're like, "Oh, you didn't have to do that. No, you didn't have to do that." Anyways, all right, we're gonna go our separate ways now. That's it.
Bye.
That's the encounter.
That's it.
No fighting. No like grudges or anything. It's just like, hmm. It's the two dudes who like meet each other along the path and give them
Head nod.
the head nod to each other.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
We were both discussing when we were watching the episode of like it would have been funnier if they decided to bond over their mutual distaste for Inuyasha.
Right. Like that would have at least been interesting.
It would have been funny, but like
Right.
it's just like, hey, what's up? All right, see you later.
Or like actually acknowledge Ren's trauma a little bit further than they did.
Yeah, like it's very weird. Like Koga eventually like realizes it and it's like, oh, okay, that was a thing. And like
Yep.
Sesshomaru, well, like even acknowledges like, oh, if he would have tried something, I would have murdered him, but like he didn't. So like, whatever. I don't have time for useless conflicts. I got to find Naraku.
Mm.
It's filler episode. We're in filler.
Yay!
We're gonna get episodes like this in last week where just literally nothing of note happens, nothing to advance anything. I mean, obviously you can't advance the plot or anything, but like nothing of interest happens.
Right. Like you can still do filler arcs that are interesting. This was not it.
Yeah.
We got some potato chips though.
Yeah. Koga gets to eat potato chips and he's like, these chips are making me thirsty. We need some water.
Yeah, that's what potato chips do to you.
It's true. Can't fight over the ninja food.
They're so tasty though.
Also, at the end, Koga comes back to give Kagome some flowers that he just found by picking up some grass along the way.
It's just grass and a couple like weed flowers.
The best part is like they pan out and show a shot from like
And
behind
then-
Inuyasha and the gang. And, like there's more prettier flowers behind them than what he gave. And he's like, see you later. I gotta go.
Also, like at one point, Sango said, was it Sango that says it? Or was it Shippo? Anyway, somebody says, like, oh, yeah, Koga says whatever, like, Kagome wants to hear. And, Inuyasha does the same thing. I'm like, Inuyasha's a dumb and says the wrong thing all the time. Like, he does not specifically try and say the thing that Kagome wants to hear.
Definitely does not understand that.
He's very bad at actually doing the opposite, and that's why he gets sitted all the time.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's this episode. Literally just nothing.
Nothing.
These notes are very long. They're too long for this episode. Let's be real.
Why are there so many notes for this episode?
Great question. Let's talk about these notes though, real quick.
Okay.
We talked about this last week a little bit, but starting with this episode, the animation of the series experiences a noticeable uptick in quality as the art is now made with digital ink and paint. Did you notice a noticeable uptick in quality?
I absolutely did not. I actually thought Kagome's face looked really weird.
All right. Koga explains he won't attack Sesshomaru simply due to him being related to Inuyasha. Unless he's done something personally to anger him, they have no reason to fight. Because he's basically like, yeah, I'd rather beat up Inuyasha. I don't have a beef with his brother. That's literally
right.
It would seem everyone in Inuyasha's group refers to Kagome's modern junk food as ninja food.
Wonder why.
I don't know. Ginta states that Koga has forbidden his tribe from attacking humans as a means of staying on Kagome's good side. Koga even goes as far as to save Rin from a centipede demon simply because she was human. Neither Ginta, Hakaku, nor Koga remember Sesshomaru after seeing him in episode 77 and listening to Ryokan talk about him. Hakaku, however, recognizes Sesshomaru's face, and Ginta remembers hearing his name somewhere, i.e. Ryokan. This is a likely reference to episode 77, where they saw Sesshomaru from afar while he battled the Panther tribe, but never actually met him in person. While Ryokan could have identified Sesshomaru for them, he was unconscious at the time. Therefore, they had heard the name Sesshomaru before, but never connected the name with a face. Koga, however, does not seem to have any recollection of either seeing or hearing of Sesshomaru before, despite being present at the exact same battle as his two henchmen, although Koga has been known to be forgetful sometimes.
It's a long paragraph to say Koga's a dumbass.
This marks the first time Koga and Sesshomaru formally meet, as well as the first time in the anime that two members of the supporting protagonists outside of Inuyasha's group meet, which excludes when Ren eavesdrops on Koga's execution of a jewel shard thief in episode 35, as well as when Koga's group watches Sesshomaru fight the Panther tribe, as mentioned above. While this is the first time two supporting protagonists meet for the first time in the anime, Sesshomaru had met Kikyo and affections touching across time. In the anime, Sesshomaru would meet Kikyo again in episode 116, 61 episodes after the first film's release. Koga would not meet Kikyo until episode 173.
I mean, everybody's better off not meeting Kikyo.
It's true. Wait as long as you possibly can to meet her. Yeah. Put that off for as long as humanly possible.
You're not missing much there.
But yeah, that's this episode. The notes were longer than the content of this episode, let's be real.
Not even wrong.
Next time, we will be discussing Season 4, Episode 18, or Episode 100.
Whoa.
Entitled The Truth Behind the Nightmare, Battle in the Forest of Sorrow, where Inuyasha and the gang meet Mothman.
Mothman!
And get trapped in the world of dreams, apparently. At least, from the preview, this seems like it's an episode that has at least something interesting in it, or at least something of substance. Maybe, hopefully. I mean, we thought about that for this week, but that turned out to be not the case. So,
do you want to hear something funny though?
Oh boy, do I?
I just looked ahead, and the summary of the next episode is a paragraph compared to the summary from this week's episode.
Oh my god, look at it! Yeah, it's very tiny.
1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs.
I mean, the summary for the Kikyo Kagome episode was like 7, 8 paragraphs, and nothing happened in that episode.
Why?
Don't worry, though. I have good news.
Oh?
We have 2 episodes of filler left.
Yay! Good news.
We are almost out of the woods.
That's perfect.
But yeah, next time we'll find Mothman.
Mothman.
There's more notes in this page than there is a summary. But yeah, anyways, that's going to do it for us this week. So if you'd like more from us, head on over to seasonalanimecheckup.com or sac.cool, where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA. You can also find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Anladium, go to anladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. You can follow us on Twitter and TikTok at Anime Checkup. Follow us on Blue Sky at seasonalanimecheckup.com. You can buy our books, One Shiny Moment, A Critical Analysis of Love, Life, Sunshine, Hot Tubs, and Pac-Man on Amazon.com. So join us next week as Mothman appears.
Woo!